My dear friends, we gather here to commend our sister, Major General Carol Timmons, to God and to commit her body to the earth elements. In the spirit of faith in the resurrection of Jesus from the dead, let us now continue to offer our prayers on her behalf.
We gather this afternoon to recognize Carol's last flight. Although we mourn today for the loss of our loved one, tomorrow we celebrate, knowing our lives were forever enriched by her presence. Patriot, warrior, hero, leader, mentor, friend, daughter, sister, and loving spouse. Not only in your accomplishments and assignments, but in the example that you created for others, that anyone can achieve nearly anything through sheer grit and determination. Thank you for caring so much and leading selflessly and fearlessly. In closing, I reiterate the importance to all of us. Take the time to mourn our loss, but then celebrate Carol's life and understand how fortunate we are to have had her in our midst.
Hello, and on behalf of Major General Mike Berry and the 2,700 soldiers and airmen who serve in the Delaware National Guard, thank you for inviting me to provide opening remarks for the annual Military and Mental Health Summit. I'm Colonel James Benson, 261st Theater Tactical Signal Brigade Commander of the Delaware Army National Guard. The summit looks a little different this year as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. We are not gathered together in one room, but all dial in virtually. But one thing is not different, and that is certainly your support of all Delaware's military and veterans. We recognize it is as strong as ever. A little bit about myself. I started my military service as a naval reservist while a student at the University of Delaware. Upon graduating, I transferred to the Delaware Army National Guard to earn my commission. It's been 33 years of service to the United States and the state of Delaware. I have commanded at the company, battalion, and currently brigade levels. I have served 2 combat tours, the first to Iraq and most recently to Afghanistan as the 198th Expeditionary Signal Battalion Commander. As a result of my command leadership and deployment experiences, I am well aware of the impact of mental and behavioral health. Your Delaware National Guard members are citizen soldiers and airmen in that they fulfill their military service on average 2 days a month, 2 weeks a year. For the other 28 days, they are your co-workers and neighbors. They live and work in your community as contributing members. My experience has been that the civilian and military worlds definitely overlap. The best example that I can give is the soldiers and airmen returning from deployment. The transition home to the family and back to work from a deployment can be challenging and stressful on the service members as well as the families. To assist within our own Delaware Guard, our members and their families utilize our J9 team, our joint support and outreach services. I am certainly the audience is familiar with the many of the over 25 personnel and 17 support programs that make up our internal support team. That includes family readiness, employment assistance, youth programs, alcohol and substance abuse, sexual assault, suicide prevention, crisis intervention, behavioral health, education opportunities, spiritual support, and resiliency programs. Our intervention services programs stay zeroed in on mental and behavioral health, as they directly impact readiness of not only our soldiers and airmen, but also the families. The J9 incorporates a holistic approach to physical and mental health to treat the whole person. Our behavioral health team constantly focuses on initiatives and positive approaches to reduce stigma in accessing mental health and behavioral health treatment, with our greater focus on returning soldiers, airmen, and families from deployment during their reintegration. We host various suicide prevention and intervention courses that are offered year-round and have 2 dedicated personnel, our directors of psychological health, who support our force, both Army and Air Guard. As many of you know, September is National Suicide Prevention Month, with great focus on National Suicide Prevention Week. Next week, September 6th through 12th, 2020, the Department of Defense is promoting a universal theme of connectedness. Connectedness signifies an individual's understanding of their own well-being and the support from others during times of need. Connect to Protect emphasizes connecting with others in the community, as well as connecting with suicide. I would like to give special thanks to all the providers and audience who assist any service member, veteran, and our families. Your continued efforts to support the members and families of the Delaware National Guard, along with all our Delaware military and veteran community, is recognized as unwavering and immensely valued. Thank you for what you do in continuing the fight in support of mental health of our veterans and military.
I'm PFC Shanaria Robinson. I'm with the 238th Aviation Battalion with the Delaware National Guard. I'm a 15 Tango, which is an aircraft mechanic. I initially joined for the educational benefits, but also wanted to do something a little different. I never really see myself being a mechanic, so I wanted to push myself and do something that I wouldn't normally do. Being a crew chief is an additional duty to the 15 Tango MOS. When I first got here, I did not think I was going to be a crew chief. I'm afraid of heights, and I thought, I don't know if this is something I'm going to be able to do. But you know what? I feel like everyone around me and my leadership really pushed me. As soon as I came in, they're just like, you're going to be a crew chief. This is what we're going to do. I want you to study. I want you to look at this. I think you'll like it. They took me on an initial flight, and after that, I actually really did like it. So I felt like the push from my leadership and my peers definitely helped me feel comfortable and feel like I am able to do it. To know that I'm the first African-American female to be a crew chief, I feel like it's just a milestone in aviation. I think it's pretty cool, and it just opens the door to other women. I feel like the best part of my job is definitely flying. Just being at high altitudes, performing our mission tasks, I think it's really good. I'm originally from New Britain, Connecticut. I traveled to Delaware to go to an HBCU, which is a historically black college or university. Delaware State was kind of the closest one. My family was very supportive. They wanted me to, follow my dreams and do what I had to do to succeed. And they're actually very proud that I'm in the National Guard. They wanted me to do Connecticut, but actually when I came to Delaware, I really liked it. And I think it's somewhere I want to stay. I work at the facility. I'm a federal technician here. So I get to be a mechanic during the day and kind of a crew chief during the night, all trying to be in school part-time. So I'm in my senior year at Delaware State University. I'm studying to be a math education major. I want to be a teacher. But after joining the National Guard, doing what I do now, I'm kind of considering a job in aviation. So we're deploying pretty soon, and I'm really excited. I feel like it's going to give me a chance to actually do my job every day and kind of give me a little more pressure. Doing it in a new setting, I feel like will be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. And to my family in Connecticut, I'm going to miss you so much. I'll be back soon. I would say to somebody interested in joining the Delaware National Guard to definitely choose aviation for one. And if you want to do something crazy, definitely be a 15 Tango and try to be a crew chief. It's something you'll never be able to do on the civilian side. It's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I feel like it's really worth it.
Private First Class Kelly, Tajay Kelly, 261st Theater Company, but my original company is 198th Alpha. I signed up for the Guard at the end of my senior year in high school. I just said why not and do it because of the benefits and helping people. I'm getting the Minuteman Scholarship, so after I commission, I have to stay Guard, start college August, and I do ROTC for aviation. I want to be a pilot. I want to fly fixed wing and helicopters. So I did basic October until December 18. Then January 3rd I started AIT. Came back from AIT May 7th and started work in contact tracing May 11th. So only 3 days off until I was back in orders. I would receive a contact list, so it's the person's name, address, and if they've been in contact with someone that has COVID-19 or not. I was glad I was on this mission because a lot of people got called for this mission, but I actually volunteered. The missions, if you look at it like it's just pure work, then it's going to be pure work. So if you actually make friends and
however, if you don't have
make it a good experience and make it something to actually look forward to it every day, and it's going to be pretty fun. I'm from Jamaica. I was born and raised in Jamaica. Came to Delaware in 2015. Yes, in Jamaica, a lot of my uncles and cousins are in the military. Being in the uniform is pretty traditional for me, I would say.
The Delaware National Guard has a scholarship called the Minuteman Scholarship. This is an exciting tool for the soldiers of the Delaware National Guard as well as prospective soldiers. The Minuteman Scholarship is a either 4-year or 3-year ROTC scholarship that's administered by the Delaware National Guard. There's 2 different categories. It will either pay 100% of your tuition and fees or $10,000 a year for room and board paid to the students. You get a $420 a month cadet stipend and you get elevated to the pay of an E5. So part of the scholarship is ROTC. So it's either Wilmington University, Delaware State University, or University of Delaware. All of those schools roll under the University of Delaware's ROTC program. And so the expectation is that you PT 3 times a week, you participate in ROTC, and at the end of your ROTC collegiate career, you get commissioned as a lieutenant in the Delaware National Guard, or active duty, whichever you're selected as. If you are interested, my cell phone number is 302-528-7210. Give me a call. Even if you think you're a little bit low on where you are standard-wise, give me a call and let's see what we can do to work your packet, because that's what we do. We'll set out a pathway, and if we're able to get something waivered for you, we will.